which cup you using?
Yeah.
All right.
Which one is that?
The
Styrofoam?
styrofoam
Yeah,
one.
styrofoam.
You using plastic?
Styrofoam. Oh!
Episode 10.
Episode 10.
Cheers.
With the pop.
Damn.
Street, we ain't even started
I just
yet.
popped on his own.
Episode 10.
Hey, you caught it though. You cold for that though.
Uh,
Go ahead. You might have to go. You might have to run to the bathroom because it's going. Oh, okay.
no, for real,
Nope,
it's
I don't
cool.
need
We
anything.
gonna
It's
keep
gonna
this
dry.
bitch raw.
So look, man, we in episode 10.
grab a towel for me. Go ahead. What's up? Yeah.
So look, we in episode 10. I can't believe in episode 10, dog. Cause I remember I've been wanting to do a podcast for the longest, right? So I hit up Street. No, Street hit me up, but it was on my mind to hit him up, right?
Okay.
Boom, Street called me like, hey, man, we should do a podcast. I'm like, dog, I swear to God, I was calling you to say the same thing to you.
Great minds think alike.
So I'm like, man, you know what? This just might be meant to be. So what I'm gonna do, I'm like, so look, we just gonna, start a podcast, whatever, right? So I'm telling him though, I'm like, me and you doing a podcast, that shit might be kind of boring. Like, cause I'm chill, you chill. I'm like, we gotta add a girl, but I know the perfect girl to add. And I was like, Alicia. I was like, she might not do it, cause she don't be on cameras. Like she
Don't
ain't,
like the camera, y'all.
she ain't taking pictures. She ain't taking photos. She ain't none of that. So she was like, for you, no, first she was like, I don't know. And she was like, man, for you, all right, what we gonna do? And that's how we got here, man. And then we episode 10, and I had to call Sly, cause Sly the only person I know. For once, if Sly be like, what time we gonna meet? If I say 9:30, Sly pulling up at 9:15, like I'm in the parking lot, like damn Sly, I'm like 10 minutes behind.
Right.
But me and Sly been cooking for so long, I ain't even gotta me and Sly ain't even gotta talk. It's kind of like, hey, this was going on. He gonna be like, all right, what time? I ain't gotta talk about chords, mics, cheers, none of that.
Cheers, Sly.
My boy Sly.
Behind the scenes, Sly. Now y'all see
But
him.
the thing, like, see, a lot of people don't know, like, how we came up with the name.
Oh yeah.
Like, just people that know us, like, my nickname, Street Dog. Like, people call me Streets.
I'm Touch.
Touch.
People call me Touch. My last name. It's half my last name. So it went from D-Touch to Touch Sports to just Touch. I just always kind of teachers and everything.
I mean, but it works. Touch the streets.
Yeah, that's cold.
And here we are, the four of us.
Touching the streets with Alicia.
And Sly.
And Sly. Everybody else. That's watching.
Yeah.
Cheers, y'all.
Yeah.
Cheers.
But shoot, what we cooking? Man, this episode 10, we gotta turn up. I know we be chill, we be relaxed, but we turning up on this. What we got? What's the topic?
All right. Okay. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
No, but I had a time. Thanks, bro.
So let's talk about, is it okay for a woman to lead in a relationship?
All right, so look, I think a man should lead in a relationship. I think a man should lead. It's okay. Now, I'm not saying like a woman can't have her opinion or nothing like that, or, have advice, because I don't know everything. Like I'm not walking in the house like I know this and I know that, but because like my wife, she can have an opinion or an advice, and it might be better than mine, and I'm gonna be like, all right, you know what? All right, we're gonna do it like that, but I'm still gonna like lead in that situation.
Every man can't lead me.
I bet.
Can any man lead you?
Of course. Don't say it like that.
I'm
of
just
course.
asking.
Of course.
Okay.
I'm a lady. A man is always meant to lead. But what I mean is,
but can a man lead Alicia?
yes. That's what I'm telling you. I told you already. Yes. Okay. But it's a certain man that has to. Like, every man is not meant to lead. So I'm not going to follow every man. So everyone that I come in contact with, whether it's a love relationship or a friendship, you can determine then at what point a man is able to lead you. And it depends on that man. It depends on his spirituality. It depends on where he is in life. It depends on what his morals are and, just his evolution. Because if he's not at a standard where I think that a man should be, and again, that's not like dealing with money wise, it's just really kind of like intellect. How do you deal with life? How do you navigate through life? Who do you talk to? That counts. All of that counts. So I can't just say that, yes, every man can lead. But what I will say is that I do want a man to lead.
For
I
sure.
am definitely the submissive type when it comes to that. I do need a dominant for sure. But again, are you capable? Are you able? Is my question.
But see, that's the thing too. If the woman isn't submissive, it's gonna be a tough relationship. And I think people kind of get that, like get the word submissive taken too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
they take
it
it
don't
too.
mean like you gotta bark like a dog and
Bow
eat your
down.
food a certain way. No, it just mean like basically like let me lead in the situation.
I think also that just means that a woman can have an input, but it's just how you talk to your man. How
Yeah.
you deliver what it is that your needs and wants are. And then you see how he comes back with it.
So I had a situation where I didn't mind like, oh, she wasn't leading off per se, but she was like, I didn't mind like taking her advice for a lot of stuff. Like I listened to her a lot, you know what I'm saying? Even like now, like I don't mind listening. So I ain't gonna say like lead, but because the dominance in the structure already, that's for sure. That's for sure the man. But women, y'all, shit, y'all powerful in y'all own way.
We are.
Yeah, and
We are.
I don't mind like if we walking side by side, or even if I'm leading the way, hand in hand, I don't mind falling back for something that you might be right on, and I'll let you lead the way on that.
Right.
I don't mind that because shit, you gotta give a woman that as well.
Yeah.
That's a stern woman.
Yeah.
And then just to kind of bring it down a little bit, just like as far as dates, are you guys daters?
I love dating, man.
Do you plan the date?
I do.
It just gets to a point where it's like a man says, all right, you let me know, and then
Oh, you mean
I'll
like
just
dating
pay.
in your
Yeah,
situation?
just in your
Yeah, yeah,
situation.
yeah.
Like being a dater, like can you date and actually
Rather than
lead the
just
date?
paying.
Like rather just paying. Like,
Yeah.
will you pick me up? Will you have flowers? Will you open the door? Will you open the door to the car? Open the door to the restaurant? Close the door. Like,
That's like
will you?
normal stuff.
But is it though? Of course, it's probably normal for you,
Yeah, I'm
but just
opening doors even when I don't want to open the door.
even when you don't want to
Go
open the
ahead,
door.
man. Go ahead, man.
Right.
No, but I'm opening doors. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been doing this for so long. Even back in the day, I just always been a gentleman.
Yeah, I'm romantic. I like you said planning. I love planning stuff. I'm very spontaneous.
That's good.
I'm spontaneous as
So
hell.
so
Like
so your man let you be spontaneous. Like it's not like you get questioned and mean thing. Well, where we going? What we doing? Why we about to do that?
no, it's very no. Well, no, not for real. Not for real.
But that's what I'm saying. It's just, I don't know. It just takes a certain type of man to lead a woman. And I don't think that every man is capable of doing it.
Yeah.
Not that they can't, but just that, they don't really know how. And then, especially dealing with a strong woman.
Yeah.
That's why I asked, like, can you be led? Because at least you strong.
How do you know I'm strong?
Because
How do you
I
know?
be your demeanor around us.
I mean,
Oh,
but
so you
so
might
and
be
still,
different. You
but
might be different with
of
your.
course, like
Hey,
don't get it
different.
twisted.
You be
Like
different with a nigga, with your guy.
of course.
I,
What do you
I, I
mean?
think
I am a whole
I just think
baby.
your sternness is with whoever. If you stern with me, you stern with anybody.
No,
Yes,
that's
that's
not
the
the
truth.
case.
Yes, you
That's
do.
not the
I don't.
case.
No, because it's like somebody was like,
I know how to be weak for my
somebody was
man.
like, they feel like Beyonce, cause she's so, stern and so that she like that with Jay-Z. And I mean, none of us know, But somebody was like, no, that's not the case.
Absolutely
Like,
It,
she
not.
de- it,
probably,
it, you think it depends on the guy?
A leader is not a man that's a leader is not going to allow you to be number one. He's not going to allow me to be dominant over him.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm talking about. And that's why I say it takes a real man to understand how to lead. Because you already know when you come into a situation, a real woman is going to admire that. They're going to adhere to it.
yeah.
They're going to listen to it because that's what we want. We don't want to sit over here and try to tell you what to do and try to tell you how to treat us and where to take us and where to go and how to navigate through this. This is what we look up to you for. That's what a man is for.
Yeah, I'm most definitely that though. I'm most definitely like, let's do this, let's do that, let's woo
Definitely.
woo.
Only thing I
Come
have a
on.
problem with a little bit is like what you want to eat. If I'm saying that, like what you
What
want to
I
eat,
but what I've
whatever you
learned
want to eat, I eat.
what I've learned, you can't really ask. You gotta just go. You gotta just plan it.
That's what we
when you
want.
get to asking questions, I don't really know if I really want that. All right, what you want? I don't really know.
Yeah.
All right, well
It's nothing
shit.
like a man telling you, be dressed by 9 o'clock. I'll be there to pick you up. Well, where are we going? I told you to be dressed. Oh, okay. let me call my girls to
Look,
try to figure
I
it
ain't never
out.
see her smith. She
You
like,
know, right? Okay,
okay,
because
we
that's
seen a whole
what
nother side of you.
exactly. Like there's always another side to a woman for sure. And especially when a man is treating her right and loving on her correctly,
I like
you'll
that.
you'll bring out anything in a woman
I like that. Yeah.
for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. Because I have been told that too. I have been told that exactly what she just said. Like, and that's facts.
So,
That
like
you
in
will
a
see.
relationship, what are some of your deal breakers?
Shit, I don't like cigarettes
Cigarettes?
Me either.
and ugly feet, man. You got ugly feet, man. That's like, ugh. You can have the baddest face. You can have the baddest body, man. But if I come down to them feet can't go in my mouth, man.
You
I
said.
don't want. That's especially cigarette. That's a flat out deal breaker.
Okay, you talk about ugly feet. Will you go and get your feet done with your mate?
Yeah, I do that.
I
Oh
cannot.
yeah.
I do not understand why men think that it's such a problem with getting your feet
Want me to
done.
tell you something? Let me tell you
Feet
something.
and nails done. Like, please go get them
Let me
done.
tell you. My brother, right? My brother Don had passed away. Him and Seabear. I never like we was young, we was teenagers, and my brother and them they was going to get their toes and feet did way back then. I used to be like, man, that's like why y'all doing that? I didn't understand the fact back then. We how man, you a teenager, all you see is women getting their shit did like
Yeah.
that. But that is real good grooming, man. But and I do that. Like I don't mind going to get sitting down at the getting our feet did together. I don't mind getting
You don't like
my
that?
my
For
nails
sure,
did
I
with
like
each
that.
other.
I like that. I think some of my deal breakers are like time and consistency. Like I cannot stand a man that's inconsistent. Like, and don't get me wrong, like I understand that things happen, but you can also tell like when like things change within the status of your relationship. And it's just like if you can't have open communication and talk to me about certain things, I don't like that. I will instantly walk away from you and not pick up the phone for you anymore. Because for what? What are we talking about? And your time, for sure, time is always important. So if I'm taking my time out to talk to you, to deal with you, to be on the phone with you, to get glammed up for you,
Right.
you better put the same time in for me. Go get your nails done. Go get your feet done.
What if, what if he hit?
What and what?
What if he hit first and then start acting funny? That ain't he ain't gonna be consistent. A lot of the time niggas ain't consistent once they hit, dog. It's a wrap. I'm just trying to be
But
honest.
guess what though? And that's okay too.
Like
They
shit,
Because
start
guess
dog.
what I'm
changing.
gonna do?
Once
I'm
you
gonna
hit
move on
that,
too. But at that point, I'm not even gonna deal with a man that's like
you ain't
that
gonna let it
though.
get to
Hell
that.
no. Because if I understand that this is what you want and this is all you going for, then I'm not even gonna let you even sniff my panties.
No, I'm
For
saying
what?
because that time you talking about time and
Yeah,
consistency,
exactly.
inconsistency is a deal breaker.
Exactly.
You
Exactly. And
once
you
I
gon'
hit that,
you gonna feel that out though before I even let you hit. So I'm gonna take you through
see,
there before
yeah.
you even be able to lay down with me.
Mm.
Then I'll understand what type of man you are. Because
Mm.
I'm gonna take you through some ringers for sure to see if you can even withstand even dealing with me. And if you can't deal with me the way that you need to, then it's no point for me to lay down with you anyway. Because those are soul ties, number one. So I don't give my body to just anybody. I
Yeah.
can't.
That's a good way to look at it.
I mean, that's how you have to look at it, being a grown woman and being single and dating out here. You don't just lay down with anybody.
So, yeah.
So what's your time like? What's your consistency like? And I'm going to pay attention to all that. And if you don't have it, you don't have me or mommy ammo.
I think I think I think one of mine is
Keep it to the
like
pants.
Yeah.
I think one of mine is abuse, verbal abuse,
Well, I get it. What?
Oh.
From
verbal
a
abuse,
woman?
Yeah, for sure. If a
verbal
woman is
abuse.
cussing too much,
Oh, yeah.
loud,
Okay. I'm thinking you about to talk
talking,
about you like let a woman cuss at you and
No,
talk. I'm thinking you
no,
like abuse.
verbal abuse. Like I don't. This is not just a woman. This is just period. Like I can't take when people talk to me like I'm a kid,
Yeah.
or like I'm littler than you, or you know, like you're trying to belittle me. Like as soon as you talk to me like I'm a kid, you just start losing me.
But why would you talk to a woman that's gonna talk to you like that, bro? And a deal breaker. A
No,
bitch ain't you can't let nobody talk to you like that.
but that's what I'm saying. That's the deal breaker.
But you ain't gonna give them the time of day to see that. You ain't about to sit up here and let nobody. So
you know
That's what
what?
I'm saying. That's the. As soon as you start talking to me like I'm a kid, I'm
I think
gone.
sometimes that comes with
Because
people.
because you're not gonna talk to your boss like that.
True. But I think
You're not
that
gonna talk to you know what I'm saying. Your boss is higher than me.
but I
No,
think that
talk to
comes with
me.
arrogance.
No, talk to me like you talking to. Don't talk to me like I'm not 5 years old.
I understand. But see, now it's like I think that that deals with arrogance. And I think that it depends on the type of person you are, right? So now, like, does money determine the type of person you are?
not me. I'm the same with or without money.
Yeah,
For real, me. Like if I
I'm not
got it,
speak.
everybody
Oh,
eating, and that's just something I live by anyway. But I think it changes. It's a respect thing because I'm gonna tell you this: when like if a person walk in the room, you know got money, and let's say if it's a street person, you know this person got money, but you don't even know the people around them might got just as much money as him. But you
mm-hmm.
gonna respect this nigga who you know got the most money first because you know his street nigga status.
Right.
So
I think it goes beyond like street status. I just think that yes, it does kind of determine the person you are, not taking away from who you were before. But I think that when you get a certain type of money, it opens different doors,
Yeah, it do.
and it definitely opens
but
different avenues for you.
wait, because you just really got off topic. We saying,
I
do it
said, does
change the kind of
money?
person you are? And you said,
Yeah,
and I said, we was talking about street styles, and you said it go
be,
beyond street styles,
yeah.
right? But if you looking at a person that's, we talking about, is money gonna change that person? Like Beyonce, oh, well, just say Jay Z, we gonna go that high. You think money changed him?
Fuck
Fuck yeah, it
yes,
did.
yes
You
it
get what I'm
did.
saying? Like,
I
that's
don't. I don't think money changes a person. I think there was always that person.
the money just brought it out more.
The money just brought it out more. They was always like that. But now they got money. Now it's like you pay. You know, it comes more out to the front. You get what I'm saying? Because it might change their situation. It might change the things that they could do. But I don't think it changes them as a person. They was just always like that.
And see, and for me, I just kind of think that
Uh,
it's some. I agree, but then I disagree because also
yeah.
it's a learned behavior as well. Like when certain doors are open for you, and when you're able to see money in a different aspect, then yes, you move differently, you
Yeah,
dress differently, you think differently.
yeah.
And so it goes on to what is considered money to black people.
Shit. Depending on what level you're on, because a person get $10,000 and they can think they made it.
And for me, I think it's financial literacy. I think it's understanding how money works.
Hmm.
I think it's knowing like when like right now we're in the era right now that we should not be out buying things. We
Hmm.
should not be outside like trying to put on the newest label, trying to make sure that we fit into wherever room we about to be in.
Yeah.
Right now, financial literacy is very important for I think for us to understand and to know because right now in this moment and in this time we should be saving every dollar.
When you say
Yeah.
money to black people, what you mean, like though? What
What
is
you mean?
money?
What I mean?
What is money to black people? What kind of black people are you? Well, in reference to?
In general. Like what does that mean to our culture? Because you have some of us that feel like putting on designer
Yeah.
is what shows your
I think
jewelry is what shows what money you have.
I think it's split.
I
I
agree.
think it's like a split, and it just all depends on how you was raised and what you got going on around you. Because a person who don't have nobody or something that they could look at and be like, "Dang, I want to get into real estate or I want to get into X, Y, and Z," they're not gonna think that. They're gonna be like, "Oh, I got 5,000. I'm about to go get this belt. I'm about to go get this car. I'm about to go." You know, they thinking about getting things to show off to people.
Because they ain't never had it.
Cause they ain't never, but that don't mean nothing. That's like my man E. Back in the day, we was running around. He was doing this thing. And he started throwing parties out here in the real estate. But that could have been from what he was surrounded or somebody introduced to him. But if you don't get introduced to those type of things, you like you said, you don't really know. You might just, okay, I got this money, but I don't really know what to do with it. Let me go to Somerset, or let me go buy this, or let me go get this chain. But somebody with the right $5,000 will put that towards something else to make more money
And
or
that's what
to
I'm talking
invest into
about.
other
Exactly.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
So again, so I think like when even again when Jay Z said like y'all putting money to y'all ear, like that's not no money to that's not no money to us. And like he said, he wasn't saying that in a disrespectful way.
He was just saying the different levels.
But to black people who can go touch the money like that, it depend again who what kind of black person we talking about, street people or
Yeah.
scammers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like a corporate guy, you'll never see no corporate guy doing no shit like that.
Mm-mm.
So that's why I asked you like what you mean when you saying black people, what's money to black people? Like street niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like that's money.
But you
Depending.
but see, and that's where I disagree with, because no matter how your money is coming in, whether you street or not, how do you know to invest it? Investing it is not going back to Somerset and going to
Right.
sex. That's not what I'm saying. And that's what I'm talking about when it comes to financial literacy. No matter how you getting your money, what are you doing to make money for itself? And
Cause
then how is it coming back and you're saving it, for your future, for generational wealth. This is what matters.
yeah.
It doesn't matter. Right now does not matter within the times that we're in right now. What are you doing to save? What are you doing to create more?
Cause
And
every,
that's what I'm saying.
cause everything I'm doing right now, I'm not doing it for me.
Exactly.
Like I feel like my life is pretty much set. But the things I'm doing right now is for these kids and for their kids and for their kids. Like if I can be the one, if they could be like, dog, my great great granddaddy was such and such, and we 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 in this big house and we drive like we living a life, but thanks to my great 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 granddaddy who laid the
That's why it's like
foundation
that.
to make it work. Cause right now it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? You could be driving a nice car, but that don't mean nothing
Nah.
in 100 years. What's gonna mean
What's gonna
something?
sustain?
What's gonna mean something in 100 years is what I'm thinking about. I get some money. I'm not thinking about Somerset. Somerset not thinking about me. You see what I'm saying? When I get some money, I'm like, damn man, how can I turn this into whoop whoop?
Mm-hmm.
Let me call my life insurance guy. Hey man, how what can I do? What can I add to this motherfucker to make it
Mm-hmm.
triple to what's going on?
So
Versus
all that's
versus
making sense. But one again, what is it like that? What is money considered to black people?
I guess that's what we're saying. Like to me, that's considered money,
Generational wealth.
generational
Yeah.
wealth.
And financial literacy.
That's money.
Understanding
Like
how
like
to
think
make your
think
money
about
make
it.
money.
Like think about it. What you doing?
Those good reasons that y'all giving, but we're still not hitting on what is money to black people. Like, are we trying to see what is money considered all the way around? Because like you said, you got $100,000, you could really that's gonna be considered money to some black people. And again, it ain't gonna mean nothing over here to this person who will spend $100,000 on a watch.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even know if that probably was like a something to really go at it like that. What is money really considered to black people?
No, we're asking as a culture because what we see in, social media and shit, even our friends, they want to, you going out, oh, what's the next outfit you about to buy? Oh, what's the bottle? You go to the club, how much it costs to get in the club?
Right.
How much it costs to get a bottle in the club? How much it costs to get a booth in the club? And then what everybody want to do when they go? Oh, girl, I can't go if I ain't got no booth. Oh, girl, who getting a bottle?
So is you so if
So
would that be in reference to okay, black people coming in to like what's we all gonna put in and get this, or against a white person they ain't asking them questions once they find out what the XYZ is, the tab is, or the booth fee. One motherfucker might take care of that by
no,
themselves.
they not doing it.
Who not doing that?
The white people. What you
They,
just
I
said.
don't think they
What I'm
asking
saying,
questions like
no,
that.
but what I'm saying is there's a difference. I'm saying don't do it at all because that shit is dumb. You see what I'm saying? What are you spending your money on, regardless if you got it or not? Depending, not even saying that you're gonna make it again tomorrow. You're gonna make it again in an hour. So fucking what? It doesn't make sense when you go to the club and you gotta spend $100 to get in to pay the
Park.
bouncers. To
Yeah.
I forgot about parking, and then you still gotta pay 400, 600 for a bottle, 500 for a booth. To do what? To sit there and then your outfit you got on, not to say you gonna wear it again. So now, depending on if the club is even hype or not, now how much you out of?
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not a fan of like going out. I don't really
But as a
care.
culture, that is what we do.
I know, but I'm just saying, I look at stuff like that. Now, it might not be a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Okay, boom, you're paying 100 to get in. It's 400-500 for the booth. Like you said, you got to buy clothes. You then coming out of 1,500 just
Before
on
your
one
night even
night.
got started.
But see, in my
Exactly.
mind, I'm thinking like, shit. I ain't about to go to the club and spend 500 on no booth. We need groceries.
Yeah. Put that
I'm
500
gonna
towards
go.
something
We could
else.
put the 400 in the fridge, or we could put the 400 on the light bill.
Or a trip.
Not
That's a way of thinking of it
Catch a
now.
flight.
that's what I'm saying. Or like I do that all the time.
You
Like,
weren't thinking about like you weren't thinking that way no 20 years ago,
yeah, that's
nigga.
what I'm
How
saying. Like,
young were you 20 years ago? That's
You do the math.
exactly.
Yeah, you weren't
But that's
thinking
what
about
I'm
that
just
then.
saying. No, you're not thinking about it then, but that's what we got to start thinking about.
So it's like an
Like,
overall culture, then versus now. Cause ain't nobody thinking like that now. That's
the
in their
younger
20s.
generation not thinking like that. Like people in their 20s, yeah, they like. I'm not saying all because it is some young,
of course.
successful, business people, black people too. Um, that's doing their thing in their 20s, in their
Yeah.
18s. You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying everybody. I'm not saying everybody that's our age is making these mistakes. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Because
of course.
it's people I follow. They doing their thing.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And
It's, it's,
that motivate me to be like, damn, let me get up and get on this computer because my man, I'm looking at what he doing. I'm researching stuff. I'm like,
I mean, I guess it's just a lifestyle and the type of lifestyle you want to have. Because some people like that fast
cause there's
stuff.
nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong with going out. It's nothing wrong with partying.
No,
It's
it's
not.
nothing
It's not
wrong with
wrong
a
with having
booth, a
fun.
bottle,
It's
none of
it's
that.
nothing wrong, but that's not on my to-do list every week.
No, of
Maybe
course
every
not.
blue moon. Maybe you know what I'm saying. Like I'd rather go out of town and do it and have fun. But when Friday come, I'm not like where the club at. Friday
yeah.
come, I'm like, what we about to do as a family? Like, what's up with the kids? Because I know that's more important to me and to them.
Yeah, I mean, right. Because, you come at it with a different aspect because you're married. So, of course, you have to
Time
think.
out. But even if I wasn't, like where I'm at right
Right,
now.
but even if you wasn't, say you didn't have the kids. Say you didn't have a wife. Okay,
Oh
so
yeah, my life might be a little
right,
different.
your life is a little different.
Yeah.
So, it's something I ain't gonna lie. So it's something about the lifestyle that gravitates people to want to do that. But again, it's just
That's
like
the culture, like you said. That's all we grew up around. So you're gonna want to gravitate to that life. Like not now you're not, depending on your age. Like you all that stuff you were just saying that you're doing now, yeah. But once again, 20 years ago, that wasn't on our minds. Now it is because we older.
And every blue moon, I do like to go out.
yeah,
I do. But I don't really like being around people like that. So
Lord Jesus.
my shit just a little different. Like even if I do go out, I like to be in the corner tucked, on the
You know what I
booth
like?
tucked.
Like when you was saying, you know what I like to? I like to go when you like, do we date and all that kind of shit. I like to go out with the woman I'm dealing with
Now that's different.
more
More than
than.
the club.
No, I'm talking about me and her going there.
Yeah,
I
now
don't like
that's
the club
You
scene
will
for
go
real.
to the club with your woman?
I love it. Fuck
Really?
yeah.
Okay.
Concerts.
I agree.
No,
I
no,
do
no, no.
that.
Yeah,
Concerts,
No,
yes.
even
I
even
said the
even
club.
clubs,
club.
titty
Yeah,
bar. I do that shit with the woman I love to date.
now
When you
that's
just
different.
said that,
Okay, so
That's
look.
I
So
love
what if you
that.
had a crazy ex? Like, have y'all ever dealt with a crazy ex?
listen. I got some shit for a
Wow.
nigga. I ain't even gonna hold you up. Listen, man. Listen, now listen. I was dating this girl, right?
I think I need to pour
This,
up on
this,
this.
this was like a while ago. I was dating this girl. This was like, man, I had the Marauder. Dating this girl. I liked the girl, man. She was going to school for sports medicine. So you know me in my head, I'm like, damn, she going to school for sports medicine. She pretty as heck. Like, I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So dating her. So boom. I already felt the way because I pulled up in the parking lot and the lights was out. So it's like dark. I'm like, man, I got the Marauder over here. I'm
Where was
like,
you
man,
at? The
yeah, that's
city?
at Southfield. Yeah, like 696 in Greenfield. Or like whatever. So I pull up. You know, I told you I'd be having these gut feelings. I pull up, the lights is out, like in the parking lot. So it's pitch black. I had just got the Marauder wash. I'm like, man, I know somebody about to steal it. This ain't gonna be outside
Stole.
when I get back. So I go in there, right? Boom. We sit down. We watching TV. My mind on the Marauder the whole time. We get a knock at the door. No. So she go to the door. She look, and she just sit back down. You already know my antenna was like, boom. I'm like, ain't we get the door? Like, you good? She's like, no, it ain't nobody. Knock at the door again. I'm like, man, here we
You
like.
ain't got strap on you the
I'm
first.
up there, bold, pajamas on, bold. That's how.
Not pajamas.
I ain't had pajamas on, but I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I'm like,
got a butter knife on
Right.
you.
I'm so comfortable. That's when I think. I'm like,
A
man,
butter knife.
I ain't got a toothpick, nothing. Boom. She go to the door. She like, ain't nobody at the door. So I done hopped up and looked through the peephole. Like, I'm like, man. Boom. So we sitting watching TV. I see a hand come through the window. I'm like, man, you got to be bullshit. That's exactly what I said. He pulled his hand back. I'm like, man, you gotta give me a butter knife or something. I got to get up out of here. Like,
Not a butter knife.
so
Steak knife. I
the
know
whole
she
the
had
whole
one.
the whole time, I'm thinking, look, I'm like, "Damn, I gotta walk to the car.
Butter knife.
I'm like, I gotta walk to the parking lot. The car is in the middle of the parking lot, dog. That was like the longest walk.
He ain't
Cause
see you walk
I'm
out?
so vulnerable. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm so vulnerable. That's all I was thinking. Like, so boom, fast forward. Talk to this other girl, right? This like years later. This was like years later. So I'm on 7 Mile. Talk to this girl. We've been talking for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, this night I fall asleep. But then I wake up. And when I looked at her, she was woke. I'm like, you good? She's like the light on in the driveway. I don't know, like, that's just weird. Maybe it's the cat. So I'm like, man, here we go. Like my spider they tingling.
This the same
Right.
girl?
No, it's a whole different girl. It's like years later. I ain't had no Marauder. I had an Impala. It's like years
Oh.
later. So I'm not asleep, but I'm playing. I'm like just looking like. So about 5 minutes later, she jump up. You crazy. By the time she said the crazy, I was fully dressed. What's cooking?
What's going
What's
on?
going
Right.
on? She's like, you crazy. She's like, man, let me in. I just want to holler at him.
Talking about you?
I'm like, you want to holler at me? Nah, we ain't got nothing to talk about. Guess what I do? Go right to the kitchen. I ain't had no butter knife this time. I'm ready. I'm ready for war. She like, he talking about open the door. I was like, I'm gonna let you know right now. If you open that door, somebody gonna die. It ain't gonna be me. It's gonna be one of y'all. Like, I'm
What are
getting,
y'all? You go.
I'm
You
getting
said
up out
fuck
of
her
here.
too.
Like, however this gonna happen. So
Oh,
boom,
baby girl.
man, I ain't looked back. Ain't been. It was a wrap. And I told my daddy, like, man, woo woo woo. And he was like, 90% of the men that's in the cemetery is because of women.
Yeah.
Whether it's stress, whether it's jealousy, whether they killed them or somebody killed them because
Over them.
over them. And like I was like, you know what? I ain't never ever put myself in that situation
Because of a
ever
woman?
again.
Or is
Yeah.
it because of how the man is
No,
crashing out
it's
over
y'all.
the woman?
That's
It's
what
y'all.
it
Like,
is.
hell no.
Niggas cry. I
You're not
mean,
going to
even
tell me that every time something happens, it's because of the woman.
But it is
Like,
though.
it's not though. Because you got to learn how to manage your feelings. Because what are you talking about?
It's the
Like,
women. I'm telling you.
it's not the woman. It's
So
not.
he
I mean,
said,
I
oh, he
get
said
pussy is power,
he's
but
saying it's
no.
over a
it's
woman,
over a woman.
not the
Okay,
woman,
it could be.
not the woman caused it.
Okay.
It's
It's
over
All
the
right.
over
woman.
Well,
a
That's
I
what
woman.
he's
retract
saying.
my statement.
Yeah, a lot of
Fine.
time
Over
niggas
a
get
All right.
they getting
Okay.
killed behind the woman. Niggas crashing out like I was mad as hell the other day when I was talking to y'all on the phone.
I didn't even know niggas still did
Like
that.
for
What
real,
happened?
man.
What
I
happened,
gotta.
Street?
You know what the hell happened when I had to get them tires fixed. I had to get 4 tires
They
fixed,
flooded
dog.
all 4 tires?
Uh,
2 on mine and 2 on hers, dog.
Nah, man, they gotta
that's
cash at
And the
me.
nigga know where it
You
came,
gotta hit
man,
my
dog.
cash app, man. We
right.
gotta do
And then
something.
what make it worse is you know who did it.
Yeah, nigga know who did it. So it ain't like you can even sit up there and put
You
shit
can't
in
even.
denial.
But you know what? As a man, how do you defend yourself with being such a pussy? Like, how do you defend that? You
That's some
came, you
bullshit,
bent
dog. You
over,
Yeah.
crashing out,
you
man.
sat here and you slashed
You got the
tires.
nerve to come to
Like
somebody's
that is a
driveway,
woman
dog, to do that
tendency.
shit, man. That take
You know how
balls,
many times
man.
you drove up and down the street before you got the
I
courage to
don't
jump
Man.
out?
listen. I
You
don't
sat
care.
there and waited and saw
Yeah.
how long
How
you was
long a nigga
there,
was gonna
knowing
be.
good and well you wasn't leaving. He probably stayed there all night.
He sat on the
Man, hey
block
He
the
said,
whole
man.
night.
Like I ain't gonna lie,
"What?
like a nigga told me, man, blah blah, like, yeah. You gotta look. At some point, man, it's hard. Don't get me wrong. I know how it be. Look, my man, I know how that shit is, man. I'm talking. I know how that shit is, man. Sometimes you just gotta let them go, man. You got to. You
Yeah,
gotta let them go because crashing out is some dog. You don't want to crash out, man, because
I'm
it can happen.
look,
What if
and
it's the love? What is it? What if it was the love of your life?
You
no,
got
I don't
it,
care.
Do you still walk away because
it's
of a
hard.
crazy
It's
ex?
hard,
Like
man.
that's
But you got
crazy.
to, man. Before my younger days, nigga. But I ain't never really like had no crash out moment until like whatever. You know what I mean?
I ain't
But
never had a crash out
man,
moment.
come
Man,
on,
what I
man. You done
did,
had a crash out moment,
Never
nigga.
in my life
I
had a
did.
crash out moment.
Bro, I can't. I don't believe it.
I'm too player. Like I'm the catch.
You are not the catch. You are not the catch.
I'm the catch.
A
I'm
man is
not.
never the
Listen,
catch.
I'm not
You are
about to.
not the
I'm not about to
catch.
force nobody to be with me. I'm not. Look, that's what you want to do. Go ahead, baby girl. Go ahead, do your thing. I'm over here. That's just how I am. I don't care. Man, I'm
Man,
not
look,
crashing out.
one time when I crashed
I'm
out,
not
right?
crashing
I
out.
would
You
tell
had a
y'all,
crash. See,
hell yeah, I had a crash
now,
out.
yeah,
But no,
women
but
have crash
listen, mine
outs.
wasn't that bad. So what I did was, he was drunk, right? He had a roommate at the time. Now, mind you, I'm in my 20s. So he had a roommate at the time. So the roommate let me in. I see he's drunk. I'm sitting here. I see his phone going off. And it's the same girl constantly. Like, this is the same woman. Like, I'm probably in a throuple at this point. Because if he ain't with me, he with her. So now she calling. So I pick up his phone. He drunk, slumped. The roommate watching everything, okay? So I see here, I
You
pick up the
picked up his
phone.
phone.
I picked up his
Hold
phone.
on. Was this your nigga or your boyfriend?
My nigga.
Not your boyfriend.
Well, he was both.
And you picked up.
Yes, I picked up
You
his
go
phone.
looking, you gonna find.
And guess what? And he gonna find out too. We gonna find out together.
Like even
And we
like,
found out together
don't
because
pick
guess
up
what
my
she did?
phone,
Oh, I
dog, cause
picked
we
it
ain't gonna
up.
talk about
And when
that
I
shit.
picked it up, she came over. And I opened the door.
You open the door.
I
What?
opened the door.
What happened?
See,
Hey, how you doing?
What she said?
who house was it?
It was his house.
You opened up the
What?
door at this nigga house?
I sure did.
You would
Okay,
have
what
been
happened?
You would have been going rap with her.
What happened?
Nah.
You gonna open up my door? You
And guess
crazy?
what? Guess what? She pushed him, so I was sitting here. He was sitting in the middle of us. So when she pushed him over to me, I pushed him back over to her, and that woke him up. So when he woke up, he looked at both of us, and then looked at the roommate, because the roommate was sitting on the other couch on the opposite side. And the roommate, and he looked at his roommate like, dog, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'd have been
I'd
like,
have cussed his dumb ass out.
And then guess what?
And I would have cussed you out too.
Nah, you ain't gonna cuss me out for
Cause you're not
what?
even about to answer my phone.
I am gonna answer your phone. Your phone is our phone. I am your girl.
I bet.
You ain't.
I am.
But how you gonna answer my door?
What you mean?
My
Your door is our door.
You would.
You my nigga, and everything is yours is
like
ours.
that.
Straight up, guess what? She ain't been over there since.
I bet.
What you mean?
That nigga ain't let you come back after that.
Why not? Are y'all slow? Y'all didn't even let me finish the story.
All right, go ahead.
You would have been leaving right with that girl.
Yeah, y'all both would have got
Y'all
put
both
out.
would have
Nah,
been
I
done.
Her
stayed.
dumb ass for one. She should not have even been talking to you. And for her to even sit up there and agree to come over there while you sitting up there telling her to come on over there. Both of y'all asses would have been outside and not. And my
Well, I
roommate,
wasn't.
He would have probably been out
Well,
too.
I wasn't.
I bet you wasn't.
I wasn't.
I'd be done with
He
both
left.
y'all.
No, but that's
Y'all
and
could.
Who
that
left?
was the question. She left.
Oh, I thought
She left. I stayed. And I mean, and don't get me wrong. This is not the trump card. Like, oh, I was the baddest bitch or anything like
you
that.
goofy for staying.
I'm goofy for staying.
He goofy
Whatever.
for keeping
That
her to
was-
stay.
No,
That was
she
my
goofy
man,
for
my
staying.
man, my man, and I was gonna stick
I'd
beside
have
him.
left with baby girl.
Whatever. Okay. No, he did right. He stayed right with me. Stayed right with me.
No, you should've-
Where
you
are we
should've-
at now? I mean, I still love him to this day.
Y'all still together?
No, we ain't together.
Exactly. You did all that for nothing.
Man, look,
But I
man,
love him, though.
Your ass would have been right whatever area y'all was in. Your ass
Whatever.
would have
Stop
been.
acting like you ain't
Right.
never had a crash out moment. Like
I didn't say I didn't.
Okay, so
I said that's why I just said that to him. I don't believe he didn't
right.
have
So y'all
one.
can't judge me in my crash out moment. You can't
You
judge
didn't
me.
have a crash
You
out
been
moment.
there.
You stayed there.
I did, but I
That's not
crashed
a-
out because I picked up the phone. I allowed her to come over, and I wanted to see what it was. No, I wasn't the one that was slashing tires
Yeah,
and
see
things like that.
that was really just
no,
that was
but
really just in
still,
your feelings moment with you. You were just in your
no,
feelings.
I crashed out over
Crashed out
him.
is doing some shit to some property or trying to do some shit to that girl.
I didn't have to
If
do
that
nothing.
bitch would have came in the house and you would have punched her in her damn face, that was crashing out. And then punching him, that's crashing out.
I let him know what it was.
Go outside and you would have kicked some car doors and
I ain't need to do all
late
that.
night waiting by a bitch car.
I didn't.
But you gonna come out.
No, I called you to it. Come here. Come on. That's what it was. I didn't have to do any physical damage. For what? I sat here and I picked up the phone. Come on over, baby. Let's see.
Yeah, that would have been your last time picking up my
And
phone.
it wasn't.
And pulling my
And
door.
he still loved me to this
answer it.
day.
Some women got that effect.
I do.
Evidently, you got that effect.
I do.
You couldn't look. I'm just talking about what I would have been on, and not even like reference. Like, bitch, you gotta go. Get the fuck on. And you too for bringing your dumb ass over here.
Yeah, both y'all
after she
bad.
answered the phone.
Cheers to crashing
and you
out.
listen to her.
Shit, I ain't cheering to that shit.
Yeah, man. Look, man, y'all for real, man. But I know that shit hard to leave a person alone, man.
For
but
sure.
You got to, man. Sometimes you got to learn the hard way on
I mean,
shit.
because at the end of the day, I mean, it could have really ended tragically. At any time that anybody is crashing out. Just like, homie, what if you would have called homie slashing the tires?
And
Like
like what
things
you
can
do in them
definitely
situations,
end
man?
differently.
If I'd have walked outside, you got a nigga at you see the nigga, you can't do nothing.
Can't crash out over them girls, man. Gotta let it go.
Okay, but now, if you on the opposite end, do you still stick with the woman? I think it depends.
Damn,
No.
that's a good one.
Just
you
no.
already,
Wait,
Come
wait,
on,
time
like,
out.
like,
you
too
wait,
hard
time
for
out.
me. He too hard.
Wait, time out. Wait,
Right.
listen.
You heard him. You can't cheat on me. It's a wrap.
Right,
He
like,
ain't
what
giving
are you
he ain't
talking
giving the
about?
bitch
Like,
a chance.
stop it.
Damn.
Yeah.
You gonna give her a chance?
No?
No. Cooked.
It
Whatever.
it depends on the situation. And
Okay.
then it depends on me and her. If I really, you know better, like don't do this shit. But I'm gonna look at it as like if I know I did some bullshit behind her back and some bullshit happened to me, that's a situation I gotta accept and be like, damn, nigga, you did do this. I done had that talk with myself, like, nigga, you did do this. All right, fuck it. We'll get through it. Do you stay? So it depends on the woman.
So that's what I'm
Both
saying.
situations I've been put in when I was younger, I had to, I'll never forget, I had to call Coop, man. I was put in a situation like this girl, her baby daddy pulled up, and I knew he was on that type of shit.
Mm.
And I was nervous as hell, dog. I ain't gonna lie. He came in the house. I'm like, man, I know what's about to happen, man. I'm either gonna walk out of here, walk into
That's
an ambulance, or I'm gonna have to go at dog, man. But just by that time, when all that was going on, I ended up calling Cooper. He pulled up and saved me. I had to hide under the bed.
I was just,
Damn.
but
Now
listen,
that's a little dramatic.
Huh?
but
That's
baby,
dramatic.
Getting under the bed?
I mean, I'm saying that you had to do that. Like, yes, leave
Yeah,
that person
man.
alone.
but
But not. I don't think that every time because a person has a crazy ex, you should leave the person you dealing with.
but later on, baby girl did tell me. I guess later he did say he had a hit on him though. Like he was
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like if she would have opened the door, something probably would have happened.
Oh, he had a gun on him.
He had a gun on.
And this and
That's why he was like, open the door. I want to holler at him. And I was telling her like, man, don't
yeah.
open that door.
Oh,
Like you about
right.
to
You
open the door
saved
for
your
him?
life.
No,
And
ain't nobody
hers.
opening the door. No,
Right.
open the door. I stood at the door like I'm telling you right now. You open that door, one of y'all gonna be up out of here. It ain't gonna be me.
I feel you. I feel you.
It ain't worth it.
It
It ain't
ain't
worth it. But
It ain't.
Cause you don't
you
know the
can't-
mental of that person. You don't know what's their
You
relationship,
don't.
how invested he is with this girl.
yeah.
Maybe
Like,
just give it some
I'm
time
You
to
don't know.
come
You don't
back
know what she
to it.
told him.
I'm just kicking it with you.
Yeah.
I don't know what y'all really got going on.
Yeah.
I'm not about to, take it that deep and be messing around and be in a situation I can't get out of.
Like I had to even ask, like, is there anything going on that I should know about? Cause why is this person still acting like that?
See what I'm saying?
It shouldn't be no reason why they still acting like that if it's
He done
not
did
something going
something.
on. So
He
I
done-
need you to let me know. Is it
Right.
something going on where I need to know about to make this person still act like that?
He done
It gotta be
circled-
something.
he
Like
done
you
circled
ain't
the block.
you
He done-
keep
he done-
texting y'all texting each other, saying shit to each other. It's something in his mind that's making him think he
He
still
still got
act
a
the way he
chance.
acting because you
I mean, not
entertaining
all
the
the time.
situation.
Sometimes a motherfucker can just be crazy. Sometimes
That too.
that's just what it is.
That
Like,
too.
y'all can't
Sometime-
always put it on the female to act like it's the female in the situation. Sometimes she didn't understand
No, you
what
right
she
though.
was dealing with until it happened. And
You
then
right.
when she tried to move on, this nigga nuts.
If you
Crazy.
We
still
can't even.
entertaining the situation though, it is on you. Now you putting me in a situation.
Yeah.
I'm
Don't
not
entertain.
entertaining it. We just said that he just crazy than a motherfucker. That's all we said. It's not my fault that he's crazy. So the question was, do you still deal with her even though she has a crazy ex or not?
Me, I'm cool with it. Cause
All right,
you know what I'm
cool.
saying,
You
nigga,
say
like
no?
you
I ain't fucking
why
with
run
it.
All
why run
right.
away? It depends. Why am I gonna run away from it? Just because this nigga acting the way he acting, man,
You
nigga,
might be
fuck
saving
you.
your life.
Yeah, you might be
You
saving
might
your
be
life.
Man,
saving
I
your
worry
life,
about
bro.
that bridge when I cross it.
That's
If I'm knowing I want to be with this woman, man, ain't no way that nigga who she was dealing with about to sit up here and intervene with nothing we got going on.
Some people can't move on.
Exactly.
I understand that, but that's what you gonna do.
some
You
people-
gonna if it's a possible love that could last forever with this woman, you gonna risk not letting that be.
Hey,
I'm
y'all.
moving. Go
It's
ahead.
episode 10.
Is that it?
Cheers. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Cheers.
Episode 10.
Come on. Touch the street.
Shout out to sis again, man, for letting us use this
Why you want to get on camera?
nice ass spot, man. And she just walked
Come
in the
on, get on camera.
building,
Come
man.
give us
You
a hug,
know.
man.
Brush my hair.
Come on, man. We rolling.
No, I need to brush my
Right.
and take mama home.
What
right, we out.
up? We
All
out,
right.
man. Episode
Episode
10, man. Till
Episode
next
10.
time, man. And y'all remember, man. Y'all gotta let them live their life and move on, man. We know it's hard, but move on, man. Live life.
All right.
You ever went and got some more champagne?
All right, we gotta pack up.
All right. I pack up. I gotta get my stuff up out of here.
What time your thing? 1? Okay.